Hello everyone. Welcome back to Unlocking Dental School Doors, where we guide you through each step of the dental school application process. And this is understandably one of the most stressful components of your journey to becoming a dentist in North America. I am Dr. Trehan from the Studyboards and CAAPID team, and from the past 10 years, we have assisted so many foreign-trained dentists gain acceptance into the dental schools. Now, many students have questions about letters of recommendation for CAAPID or PASS programs, and they get confused on what is a good letter of recommendation, what to write in a letter of recommendation, and more importantly, they are not even aware which letter of recommendations to pick. And believe me that it is not as simple as just asking your favorite professors or employers for a letter. So we will be covering all these aspects of letters of recommendation in this video. First question is, what are the requirements? So first things first, on the large, CAAPID requires 3 letters of recommendations from your side. 1 from the dean and 2 from the professors who have taught you. But each dental school may even have its own preferences or requirements. Most of them will be very happy with the 3 I have mentioned earlier, but at times they want additional ones. And that is when you need to go that extra mile of fetching LORs from those who have been clearly specified by what a program or the dental school is asking you for. And let me tell you, CAAPID or PASS portal is pretty strict about letters being on the official letterheads, including certain details like name of the person who is recommending you should be there, designation, date, etc. But they also understand that mistakes can happen. If for some reason the letter just is not what you expected or there is some inaccuracy, you can conveniently contact CAAPID or you can email them and have that letter of recommendation deleted. And they will send a new link to your recommender. And they're very compliant to such requests, and it takes approximately 24 to 48 hours for the resolution of the full problem. Next question is Dean's letter of recommendation. Now I know that getting in touch with your dean can be very tricky. If for some reason you cannot just reach the dean, or they're unable to write the letter for you, or they have retired, or for any reason they are not able to give you that letter of recommendation, schools, they usually accept a letter from someone with a different title. Again, the key here is communication. Confirm with the school first to make sure that you're on the right track. But do not just start panicking, oh my god, I don't have my dean's contact number and I'm not able to get hold of my dean. It's a pretty normal problem to have, so don't worry. Next concern is which LOR to pick from. So let's say if you have potential recommenders like professor or US dentist, which one to pick from? Now let me tell you, it is all about impact and quality of that letter. A heartfelt, detailed letter that really speaks about your abilities, character, clinical skill set is what makes huge difference. And I was reading it somewhere that title of the individual does not matter. It is untrue. Whoever is writing this letter of recommendation for you matters a lot. Someone who is closely affiliated with the dental school obviously has more weightage than someone who is remotely linked with the same, right? So if you can try getting an LOR from someone who has been a faculty member or an alumni of your dream dental school, it matters a lot. So start looking for that best LOR. Next concern is regarding additional or optional letter of recommendations. What about that 4th letter of recommendation option? Should I submit it, or if I'm considering that it is an optional, still I should submit it or not? So answer is yes, you can submit the 4th letter of recommendation and even the admissions committee will read it. But it's not a must-have. You can consider it more of a nice-to-have kind of a letter of recommendation. So if you have got someone who can add a new perspective or highlight another strength of yours, go for it. If not, don't worry about it. Don't stress about it. Just relax, and rather than worrying about that extra letter of recommendation, focus on making the 3 letter of recommendations as strong as possible. They will accept these optional letter of recommendations either through the document section, or at times they want you to email them. But just double check with the schools that you're applying to which route to follow. Another concern is students get confused about that. Okay, if I have a question regarding letter of recommendation, what should I do? My response is always, and I mean always, go to the official school's EDU website to check what is the latest on the requirements. Remember, the official website should be our go-to place for most up-to-date information. Now, next question is, what is a strong letter of recommendation and how to actually write one in case your professors have just told you to write one letter of recommendation and they will sign it. I'll give you 5 main points to consider in this. First one is always personalize your letter. Very important. Start with a clear introduction of how that person who is recommending you knows you and the duration of your acquaintance. This is very important. Second thing is highlight the key strengths. Focus on most impressive qualities that are relevant to dentistry, like your clinical skill set, communication skills, leadership qualities, teamwork abilities, etc. And be specific about why these strengths make you a good fit for a dental school. Because applications are going for dental schools, not for your jobs. Third is always provide a comparative context, stating that you stand out in a particular skill set or attribute amongst your peers can be very, very persuasive, as it is placing you and your achievements in a context. So keep this in consideration as well. Fourth point is mention the academic and clinical preparedness. Whenever applicable, discuss your academic excellence, research experience, clinical skills, or any other relevant dental related experience in your letter of recommendation. It's very fruitful because we tend to read that. Lastly, always conclude your letter of recommendation with a strong statement, as in conclusion. So reiterate with confidence in your potential for success in the program and your future in dentistry, making it very clear that you are being highly recommended by them without any reservation. So, in conclusion, and circling back to the heart of the matter, it is the content of those letters that truly counts. Whether it is your dean, professor, clinical supervisor, what's crucial is that letter speaks volumes about your qualifications, about your character, about your potential. And I mean, you can say it is always quality that matters over quantity. Now, if you have got any questions or insights of your own, I would love to hear them in the comments below. And if this video helped you regarding a letter of recommendation, do like it, share it, and subscribe. I'll see you all in the next episode. Until then, goodbye.